Welcome to the Squamish Canyon and the newly completed Mamquam Falls Boardwalk. Scott and I have come to see what it's all about. The yellow line on the map shows the newly completed boardwalk, and that's what we're here for. The public hiking trails were down the far side to the left, along with mountain bike trails and, they claim, dirt bike trails. Interesting. So we've signed in and we're about to start the elevated boardwalk. Let's go.
Have a lovely walk.
Thank you.
Yeah. Watch the overhead. Well, you didn't forget the...
So you've now reached the elevated boardwalk, and you start off in this beautiful forest. The golden light just poured through the trees. We took many photos, but none of them had come out with the magic that we could see while we were walking. So we'll have to come back and try that again. The thing we were amazed with was there was no overt destruction of the forest to put the elevated walkway in. It must have truly been an ordeal for the builders. But it's such a wonderful piece of work, and well made. The forest slowly changes, and the water sound gets louder as you approach. I'm using the Insta360 X4.
What is that?
A camera. It takes pictures in every direction.
Every direction.
Every direction. The fun is about to start. The people we'd met actually said that their son had been involved in building parts of this. Truly remarkable. The volume has gotten so loud when we got here, I actually turned the microphones down just so that we could be heard. This is pretty cool. The stairs themselves are low and very wide, so that your foot fits very well, so stability is excellent. There are handrails everywhere, and every once in a while, along the way, you'll find a bench to have a sit. After all, you're not here to just walk around the boardwalk half an hour and leave. There is actually more to do here than just walk the boardwalk. You'll see if you stay. We came for the images. Water is always so incredible. And I'm afraid they don't allow drones here. But they didn't say anything about the 360 cameras, so I hope it's okay. We tried to be careful. I like the light coming through the trees. If you see me looking down at that stainless steel wire mesh, that's what keeps you safe. It's a long way down. Looked pretty cold as well. It's an incredible framework of galvanized steel. It certainly won't rust. If you like greens, they're truly deep and incredible here, especially after it rains. Kind of magical. As we walk the boardwalk, I was reminded of Ray Bradbury's story, Sound of Thunder. If you don't know it, you might want to look it up and see why raised boardwalks are so important. The views from each of the platforms were quite incredible. The viewpoints had been selected well. You got the most out of every angle. That was certainly a photographer's dream. If you like nature, you'll never run out of photographs here. We all see the light, the motion, all differently. So even though we're standing less than 6 feet apart, we will see different images. He'll use a different lens, I'll use a different amount of light. It's always different. While I was doing the post-production on this video, we had an enormous rainstorm and I couldn't help but wonder how the canyon had looked while it was going on. Oh well, there'll be more rain. We are the wet coast of Canada. Look at the size of that beam. That is the biggest one here. It's the one they talk about. But let's talk about safety and design for a moment. If you look both sides, there's stainless steel mesh that's been stretched really tight. There's no holes that you can stick your feet through and wiggle your toes underneath. Just not going to happen. It was all thought through very, very carefully. The views are simply incredible. And just in case you're concerned, the color of the water is from glacial runoff. So now the boardwalk returns to the forest, and you climb slowly uphill. There's just so much green. It was overwhelming. I suppose to some of you, trees all look the same, but they aren't. Every one is different. And for photographers or artists, it just becomes one of these magical places.
Oh, that's not something you see very often, a slow down thing on a foot trail.
Yeah.
We assumed it was so that renegade children couldn't run away from the parents and get back to the waterfall. Scott, being Scott, had to climb on the thing so that he could get just the angle he was looking for. The sawdust under all the climbing gear is the only soft stuff.
So let us go and see what we shall see. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to leave this camera right here. My camera, What do you want to drink?
We brought our own bagged sandwiches, and really we're looking at the menus, and they looked incredible. The smells coming through the window were just marvelous, so we will be back for that as well. Stay with me, we'll get back to the normal horizon in a moment. While we sat eating our lunch, we talked about the next time, how we would utilize the light in different ways at different locations.
Thank you.
We were already planning our next trip.
I might have a nibble.
While we were eating lunch, we turned the cameras off to change batteries and let them cool down a little bit, and then forgot to turn them back on. Well, at least the video camera, and that's my job, so I can't blame Scott. So the end of the boardwalk returns deeper into the forest. The light coming through the trees was truly incredible. I might use the word magical too often here, but it really was a fantastic day. We had a great time. This group of trees, both sides of the boardwalk, fringed in the old man's beard, were just illuminated with such gorgeous light.
Walkway.
No, they're on one of the trails.
Yeah.
Oh.
You may have seen the staircase in the edge of the frame in the previous scene. It's what Scott's going to stop and take a picture of. Those stairs. They're not really that bad, but in all fairness, I'm carrying a lot of camera gear, and I am getting older.
Our next stop will be at the top of these. When you get to the top of the steps, you sound like this. Lots of stairs.
Yeah. Oh, we're above cars.
And trust me, the sounds that I'm making are
I guess that
my
must be
fault,
staff members.
not the boardwalks.
Ah,
Ah, I see.
So this is the end of the raised boardwalk, and you're back on the sign where we started. And if you look to your right, you'll notice a mountain biker heading down the public trail. There's the ticket and the entry point on the other side. So, thank you very much. That was marvelous. We will be back. Something totally new and different. For more information, you can look them up at their website, www.squamishcanyon.com. Thanks for watching.